What is up, my buttery biscuits? In today's video, we're going to be talking about James Charles, which is so ironic because I think it was just a couple weeks ago. I was like, oh my gosh, we haven't talked about James in such a while. And y'all also, can we go back to my very first video of this year? And I was like, 2023 is going to be a trip. Well, here we go. We got so much drama popping off within the very first week of 2023. And to me, my mind is blown. Like I literally told you guys, it's like we got Jeffree Star Illuminati stuff over here. We got Morphe stuff. We got Jaclyn Hill stuff. And now we have James Charles stuff. And I'm like, whoa, like maybe there's some secret type of meeting that's trying to like revive the beauty like industry. I really don't know, or the beauty community, I should say. I just don't know what's going on. It's just such a trip. If you guys have not seen, James Charles is once again being put on blast by a straight man for making him feel uncomfortable. I'm going to show you guys all the TikToks and I'm going to show you guys all the messages that this guy leaked out there. But before we get into that, I really want to say I just don't understand why James Charles doesn't learn his lesson. Like he literally has the money to go out there and pay a matchmaker. Like he can hire, what was her name? Like Patty Steininger or something like that. Patty Stanger, or I forget her name, from Millionaire Matchmaker. I don't know if you guys ever used to watch that show. Literally, I used to love that show. I'm like, why doesn't he go and hire a matchmaker rather than getting at people on social media? Because y'all, he keeps on getting put on blast on social media and it's like, when are you going to learn your lesson? I guess this time he did go about things the right way and he did ask for an age check. However, now everybody's spinning this narrative of like, oh, he's making this straight man feel uncomfortable. And I just want to say, like, y'all, a lot of people are really dense out there, or they just don't have gay friends. I don't get it, because this whole narrative being drawn of he's making a straight man feel uncomfortable. It's like, y'all, this straight man is entertaining the conversation back with him, and he 100% deleted messages. I'll show you guys the messages that he put out there, and I'm like, it's all James Charles, but yet it's James Charles is answering to things. Clearly, this guy wrote some things and deleted it. Do you know what I mean? So let's all stop playing dumb and keep it real. There are a lot of straight curious guys out there. There's a lot of straight guys who just want to ego boost. And I really do think that he was leading on James a little bit. And obviously James is going to look super cringy when he deletes all of the messages. And then obviously James is a little bit dumb because he did send him like videos of himself talking to him. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like obviously James really should learn his lesson, but then clearly this guy's in the wrong too, because he's over here playing him. Like he clearly accepted his request. He's clearly talking to him. You know what I mean? And then he puts him on blast, obviously for views. His TikToks literally have millions of views, putting James Charles on blast. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, how many times is James Charles going to go through this before he learns his lesson? I said that. I feel like I said that a year ago. It's like, stop trying to get at people on social media, because clearly they're going to put you on blast for clout. So like learn your lesson. But then also at the same time too, I'm not buying this narrative of, oh, he's making a straight man feel uncomfortable. I do think that this guy was playing along with it. Whether that was like him feeding into it, whether that was him flirting back, I really don't know, because he obviously deleted several things that he wrote back to James. But I'm like, clearly he wanted an ego boost. Like, let's keep it real. That's not taking away from James Charles being in the wrong, because he should clearly learn his lesson now and stop trying to get at people on social media. But this guy is not an angel either. He was clearly in the wrong. We're going to go over all the TikToks within today's video if you guys are interested in that. And I will be reading the messages, and I will show you guys as well too. This guy clearly deleted messages. Like he clearly deleted them, which you guys will see. So anyways, we're going to be talking about that today. If you guys have not checked out my second channel, make sure you guys check out my second channel. It's linked down below. I upload new videos there every single Sunday. It's my travel channel with my brother, and I've been having a blast over there, and I've been loving creating the content for that second channel. So make sure you guys go show it some love. I will also be doing a giveaway pretty soon over there, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to be giving away some Disney merch. And yeah, make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up too, and let's go and get into it. Okay, before we get into the TikToks, okay, and I downloaded all the TikToks, I want to go ahead and read out these things, because this is what James looks really, really cringy about. But I want to show you guys this. All of these messages, I'm like, okay, do you guys really think that all of these messages are coming from nowhere? There's nothing from this guy. This is what it says right here. It's really a lucrative role. It's called My Boyfriend. Requirements: 6'2", must love escape rooms, horror movies and cuddling, big dick, armpit hair, and an occasional FaceTime call. The salary is $0. But it's a good job offer, I think. Perks include a cute boyfriend with a great personality and huge ass, free living in a $10 million house in LA, fun travel opportunities, good head, and more. So you guys can clearly see right here, there's no messages from the other guy. He also put out these other screenshots too, where he did have a little bit of interaction with James. But clearly we can't see the rest of it. So he said, I'm trying to see which of my friends are also staying here. Don't know what he's talking about, but clearly they had a conversation going, because the guy did heart it. And then he said, also, who's so-and-so? He blocked out the name and said, ha 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 ha. So honored to be half people you follow. I'm assuming he's talking about some girl, because this guy's message goes on to say, ha ha ha, she's a girl I'm texting. I find it hard to find people that are actually interesting to talk to. And he said, wow, my competition, I'm cuter. And he said, LOL, you guys are both great. And he said, ouch. And that's like pretty much it with the messages right there. And then somebody else had said, dog, James follows me too. And he said, can I show this on TikTok? He said, just block out my IG name. And that's it. So it's like, obviously here, James is getting at guys over and over again. And I'm just kind of like, when are you gonna learn your lesson? Like, stop doing that. Like, just stop doing that. But he just doesn't learn. So I want to go ahead and show you guys this video right here that he actually posted of James Charles, because a lot of people were like, no way is this real. So then he actually not screen recorded. He like recorded from another device James's message. So you guys can go ahead and check it out right here.
So obviously, being that you are straight, I would assume that you don't know a lot about like the gay community. So if I'm being like, oh my God, David, you're annoying over text, right? You don't know if I'm saying like, oh my God, David, you're being annoying. Or like, oh my God, David, you're being annoying. Or like, oh my God, David, you're being fucking annoying. Because all three of those are completely different like emotions that you cannot see through text. You only get to actually experience those through a FaceTime call or through being in person. Even over the phone, you still miss out on things because you're missing somebody's facial expressions, right? So because you refuse to hang out with people or because you refuse to FaceTime, you're not allowing people to actually get to know you as like a human being. And that's a massive, massive problem whenever it comes to being in a relationship with somebody. You cannot fall in love with somebody simply just from text.
So yeah, as you guys can see from right there, it is a bit cringy. I just wish that James would learn his lesson, honestly. And then at the end of the day, like, it's like, I know you guys are probably like, oh my gosh, because a lot of people don't like James. I totally get that. But at the end of the day, I still feel bad for him, because I'm like, he is really trying and trying and trying. And it's like, clearly you keep being put on blast. It's like, learn your lesson. Do you know what I mean? And then also, I want to say this too. It's because there is several people out there, and I feel like Jeffree Star included, there's a lot of gay people out there who really like the chase of a straight guy. It makes them feel good. I feel like it gives them an ego boost. It gives them a confidence boost that they're just like, oh my God, like this straight guy is into me. I really feel like that needs to like stop. Like, I feel like y'all, clearly I'm no therapist, but I feel like some of these people may need therapy if this is your goal, to try to get a straight guy to like flip them. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of lesbians are out there like that too. I have known so many that are like, oh, I flipped her. And it's like, okay, like we need to stop with that. You know what I mean? There's several people within our community. There's a lot of like manly men out there who are openly gay. And it's just like, stop trying to go after these guys who are literally putting out there that they are straight. This guy also posted a picture too to say, to basically show his selfie and say, when you find out you're not the only straight guy James wants, heart eyes, heart eyes. It's like, clearly he's looking for attention. This is where I say that I do feel bad for James. Honestly, like, I know a lot of people are like probably saying the same thing that I'm saying, like, stop going after straight guys. But then also, clearly he's going after these straight guys because they give him the time of day too. They feed into it too. They flirt with him too. And I feel like obviously that's what keeps him going. I don't know what it is though about James, that I guess apparently he's just a little bit too trustworthy, even though he's been put on blast by countless guys now. It's like, learn your lesson and realize that you're going to be put on blast. So stop sending messages to people, stop sending videos to people, like literally like say, hey, do you want to go on a date with them? And if they agree to go on a date with you in person, talk about everything in person. Have the phones put away, talk in person. That's it. So that way you can see a person is clearly attracted to you, into you in person. Do you know what I mean? I think it's very unfortunate, and I do want to say from my own personal experiences, I think that it sucks that this whole narrative of like, oh, he's making a straight man be uncomfortable. It is just so messed up. If you guys have gay friends out there, you guys know this happens to us gays all the time. I have literally been hit on by straight guys way more than I ever have by gay guys, and I'm like, what? This is just so weird to me, y'all. Like, I just don't get it. There was one time when I was like 21, 22. I actually was at a Wingstop. If you guys are familiar with Long Beach at all, right off of Pine Street, that's like where all the bars are. And there's a Wingstop right out there that's open till 3 a.m. or used to be open till 3 a.m. And this guy was like, oh my God, you're fine. He's like, you're straight. I'm straight, but you're fine. And he literally comes up to me, and I'm not even kidding you. I wish my homegirl Ashley was here, because literally she would even tell you, he goes and he puts his hands in my pants and literally grabs my butt cheek. I'm like, whoa, like I like push back. I'm like, what the hell? And then his friend comes and grabs him. He's like, hey, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? And he's like, hey, I know I'm straight, but he's fine. He's fine. I was like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, you were yelling this whole time that you're straight, but you're putting your hands in another man's pants. Do you know what I mean? Do you know how easily that could have been flipped around to me because I'm the gay person, that, oh, I'm gay, so I was trying to flip him? No, he was coming on to me, you know? And I do genuinely believe that there are straight guys out there who hit on James Charles just for clout or for an ego boost, because it's like, oh my gosh, he's a millionaire. He has millions of followers. That's going to boost their ego, even though they are really straight. And then there are also some guys out there who identify as straight who are really curious. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, I feel like this whole narrative of like, oh, he's making straight men feel uncomfortable. I'm like, clearly these straight guys are biting back into it. I feel like, say, for example, me as a gay man, if a woman is coming on to me, I'm not really going to give them the time of day because I'm not interested. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like if obviously James is coming on to some straight man, if they're really not interested, they're not going to give him the time of day either. Whether it be they want that confidence boost or they just want the attention, like, give it up. Do you know what I mean? And then also with James, it's like, learn your lesson. Like, learn your lesson. Stop reaching out to these guys. I just don't get it. But that is it for today's video. Make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Once again, I hope this is not coming across like I'm defending James Charles, because yes, I do know that he has made mistakes before, and yes, I do know that the allegations that he had upon him were very, very serious, and that's why I never really talked about them before, because I'm like, whoa, this is obviously going down to a like legal realm that I'm just not going to be part of. But things like this, I feel like, y'all, I see both sides of it. James is dumb. He should really learn his lesson. Stop talking to people on social media. Stop reaching out to straight guys. Look for people within your own community. And then really these straight guys should stop looking to him for clout and for attention, because I do feel like that is messed up and they are using him at the end of the day. And that's just my opinion. So make sure you guys let me know yours, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.